The Dark type has always been an intriguing one in the Pokemon franchise and an incredibly rare one among Pokemon League members, presumably because the type literally means evil in Japanese. In fact, out of the known gym leaders, Elite Four members, and champions who comprise the Pokemon League networks of the first 2 generations, there was only one Dark type Pokemon trainer, Karen, the final Elite Four member of the Indigo Plateau during the events of Gen 2. Gen 3, however, would add a second one, and he is today's trainer, Sidney. Sidney is the 4th Elite Four member of the Hoenn League in Evergrande City and is quite an initial test for League challenging trainers. Despite his rather rugged and harsh exterior, in addition to his type specialization, Sidney is actually quite an upbeat and outgoing trainer, even getting excited by the determined look that the player has in their eyes before they battle. Even when he loses, he says, "Well, how do you like that? I lost. It was fun, so it doesn't matter," showing us a bit of his battling philosophy. It seems that Sidney is often wrongly judged for his appearance, as the PokeNav tells us that some of his quotes are, "You can talk all you want, all that matters is how strong I am," and "They said I was a punk, but I'm one of the Elite Four," showing that he very much opposes people judging a book by its cover and perhaps actively tries to subvert people's expectations of him. The PokeNav also tells us that he considers offense to be far more important than defense, telling us a little bit about his battle strategy. As the lowest ranking Elite Four member, one would imagine Sidney would defer to the higher ranking Elite Four members and the champion just to stay in their good books, but Sidney seems to be dedicated not to the members of the league but to the concept of the league itself. This is demonstrated in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where he can be briefly encountered at the Battle Maison, where Steven is apparently obsessed with battling. Sidney had actually gone to the Battle Maison to find Steven and bring him back to the Pokemon League, where he can fulfill his duties as champion. Dutiful, aware of his own strengths, and an Elite Four member, we know that Sidney must be a strong trainer. But is he stronger than we even realized? Using all of his appearances in the main series games, it's time to discover Sidney's best possible team. It's time to find out his true power. Sidney's first appearance in the main series games occurs in the original Gen 3 games Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, where he serves as the very first Elite Four member on the Hoenn League. He definitely sets the tone for the league with a fierce team right out of the gates, as he starts with a level 46 Mightyena with Intimidate to lower the challenger's attack right off the bat, followed by a level 46 Cacturne, a level 48 Shiftry, a level 48 Sharpedo, and finally a level 49 Absol that also holds a Citrus Berry for extra bulk and has Swords Dance to raise its attack stat hugely. Although this is definitely an impressive showing for the first Elite Four member, this is just the beginning in terms of Sidney's power. Sidney is next found in the Generation 3 third version game Pokemon Emerald, where he serves in the same position as the originals. However, there is a new development on his team. He starts with his level 46 Mightyena, followed by his level 48 Shiftry and level 46 Cacturne, and now in this battle his Sharpedo has been replaced by a level 48 Crawdaunt that also has Swords Dance, followed by his level 49 Absol. Sidney's final appearance in the main series games occurs in the Ruby and Sapphire remakes Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where he's grown quite a bit stronger than his past 2 appearances, but crucially can also be challenged on 2 separate occasions unlike the originals. In the first, his team is leveled up quite a bit with his Mightyena, Shiftry, Cacturne, and Sharpedo all at level 50, followed by his Absol at level 52. His team's movesets have also improved substantially with moves like Leaf Blade on Shiftry, Priority Aqua Jet on Sharpedo, and Night Slash on Absol, along with the Super Luck ability so that almost every attack is a critical hit. As impressive as this showing is, Sidney has one final appearance that blows this one out of the water. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire also give us the opportunity to rematch the Elite Four after we become the champion, in which Sidney has become vastly more powerful as a trainer. He now starts with his brand new Unova Region Scrafty at a whopping level 70, followed by his Shiftry now at level 70, a brand new Unova Region Zoroark at level 70, his Sharpedo now also at 70, a brand new Mandibuzz at level 70, and finally his Absol at an astounding level 72. There is one crucial development here though. His Absol now holds the Absolite Mega Stone, meaning he has access to Mega Evolution and a beastly Mega Absol. It's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Using all of his appearances in the main series games, let's construct Sidney's best possible team. The first pick for Sidney's best team is going to go to his Mandibuzz from his Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire rematch battle, in which it's at level 70. Mandibuzz currently stands in the RU or rarely used tier in competitive battling, and his base stats definitely demonstrate just how much of a defensive monster it is, with a 110 HP stat, 105 in defense, and 95 in special defense. Since Sidney's battle style is very much focused on hyper offense, Mandibuzz comprises a large part of his defensive core, and that's why it gets the number 1 spot. In the past, Sidney didn't really make the best use of it defensively with moves like Brave Bird, Bone Rush, and Feint Attack, although Tailwind is a viable option to increase the team's speed temporarily. Operating more defensively though, I could see Mandibuzz using moves like Defog to get rid of field hazards on Sidney's side of the field, along with moves like Taunt, Roost for recovery, Toxic to poison stall, and perhaps something like Stab Foul Play or Knockoff to get some good damage off. Mandibuzz is exceptionally good for utility and defense, so it gets the top spot for Sidney's best team. The second pick is going to go to Sidney's signature Pokemon, his Absol, which is at level 72, holding the Absolite Mega Stone, making it a beastly Mega Absol. Mega Absol is currently in the RUBL tier, meaning it's banned from rarely used but doesn't quite make the underused tier by usage. But it's likely not ranked higher only because there are other Mega Evolutions that are more worth the Mega spot. But that's certainly not to say that Mega Absol isn't a beast in its own right. Its base stats are insane, with a monstrous 150 attack, one of the highest in the game, along with a wicked 115 special attack and 115 speed. Its defensive stats are certainly lackluster though. Mega Absol also has the Magic Bounce ability, which means that any status-inducing move or field hazard move is bounced back to the opponent's side, which is incredible. Sidney's moveset on his certainly isn't bad, with Stab Night Slash along with Slash, Psycho Cut, and Aerial Ace for coverage. It could definitely do with some upgrades like Stab Knockoff to get rid of the opponent's item, Stab Priority Sucker Punch or Pursuit, Superpower or Play Rough for coverage, or even Swords Dance to increase its attack to sky-high levels. Mega Absol is a speedy and super powerful threat that is bound to be trouble for any opposing trainer. The third pick for Sidney's best team is going to go to his Zoroark, which is seen at its highest at level 70. Zoroark currently stands in the RUBL tier as well, and its base stats are kind of interesting, with a great 105 attack, an amazing 120 special attack, and a great 105 speed, with its defenses being lackluster similar to Mega Absol. However, Zoroark of course provides a much needed specially offensive presence on a team that is otherwise quite physical in nature. Zoroark also has a really cool ability in Illusion, which makes it appear to be another Pokemon on the team until it takes direct damage, which can really throw off opponents. Sidney's moveset on his is interesting as he runs it as a mixed attacker with Stab Dark Pulse and Night Slash, along with Shadow Claw and Flamethrower for coverage. However, for this team it would be best as a pure special attacker with Stab Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, and Sludge Bomb for great coverage against fairy types, which otherwise threaten this team quite badly. Zoroark is also blessed by having access to Nasty Plot, which raises its special attack hugely by 2 stages. The fourth spot is going to go to Sidney's Unova region Scrafty, which is at level 70. Scrafty is currently in the NU or never used tier of competitive battling, and also has quite interesting base stats that are very unique, with a massive 115 in both defense and special defense, a good 90 in attack, and a mediocre HP and speed. In Sidney's care, it's shown to have the Intimidate hidden ability, which is great for lowering the attack of any pesky fighting types that are scary for this team. On this team, I see Scrafty actually playing a specially defensive role in conjunction with Mandibuzz's more physical role to create a great and synergistic defensive core for the team. Sidney has Stab Crunch, Stab Brick Break, along with Poison Jab and Dragon Claw on his Scrafty, but this could definitely be updated with Stab Knockoff, Stab Drain Punch for recovery, Iron Head to take care of fairies, and Bulk Up to increase its attack and defense to make it an all-around threat. And the second last pick for Sidney's best team belongs to his Sharpedo, which is also at level 70. Sharpedo is currently in the RUBL tier, but this is primarily because its hidden ability is Speed Boost, which raises its speed every turn. Unfortunately, Sidney's Sharpedo doesn't have Speed Boost, and he couldn't get it unless he perhaps has an ability patch, but Rough Skin can be good in its own right, dealing 12.5% of the attacker's HP and damage when it uses a contact move against it. Sharpedo has an amazing 120 attack, 95 special attack, and 95 speed, but its defenses are quite bad. Sidney has a couple good moves on his, like Stab Crunch and Stab Priority Aqua Jet along with Poison Fang, but it could definitely run Stab Waterfall or Liquidation for huge power, and Ice Fang or Earthquake for some great coverage. And the final pick for Sidney's best possible team is going to go to his Shiftry, which is also level 70. Shiftry is currently untiered in competitive battling, but it does certainly have its own niche and adds some great grass coverage to Sidney's team. It also has the Chlorophyll ability in Sidney's care, meaning its speed doubles in the sun, which it could perhaps set up for itself on a safe switch using Sunny Day. Shiftry's base stats are quite well rounded overall, with 80 to 100 in everything but defense and special defense. Although its physical attack is slightly better, Shiftry would be better run as a special sweeper on this team with moves like Nasty Plot to raise its special attack further, or Growth for a mixed set, along with Stab Dark Pulse, Stab Energy Ball, or Grass Knot, and coverage moves like Focus Blast or even Extra Sensory to help with fighting types. Although this is Sidney's best team, he does have a couple other Pokemon that are worth mentioning. First is his level 48 plus Crawdaunt, which we unfortunately haven't seen since Emerald, so we don't know its exact level now. Otherwise, it would definitely make his best team since it's a great Pokemon, perhaps in place of Sharpedo. He does also have a level 50 plus Cacturne, which we haven't seen since his Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire initial battle, so we don't know its current level either. Although in most cases, it is outclassed by Shiftry anyway. Well, there we go everyone, we have discovered Sidney's true power and unveiled his strongest possible team in the main series games. If you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to more from this series, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe with notifications on by hitting that bell icon if you haven't already. Don't forget to comment down below with what trainer you wish to see featured next. The comment with the most likes will pick the trainer for the next week's episode and will be featured on screen. Before we go, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to my YouTube members and patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you enjoy my content and would like to support the channel and get some cool perks, the links to support will be in the description below. This has been Spectre, and I'll see you guys next time for some more True Power.